When Square Enix announced their newest game, Avengers, I was really excited. Not that surprising, coming from a huge Marvel fanboy and a person who saw the first Avengers movie and has seen every Avengers movie, being Avengers 1, Age of Ultron, Infinity War, Endgame, in theaters on opening night. I feel I have a word to say that I hated this so much. Now, there's one thing about this choice. From the get-go, you get to play as all Avengers in the first kind of chapter, I'll say, which is amazing. Being able to act like Iron Man and Thor and Hulk and Black Widow and Captain America is really awesome. But then the rest of the game, it switches. You go from character to character. You start as Kamala Khan and have to play at least, I don't know, I felt like it was 3 hours of me playing as Kamala Khan. Then I had to play 3 hours of Bruce Banner, and then 3 hours of Iron Man, and I just stopped. Well, I stopped when I got to the Black Widow portion, and I just hated it after the fact that I couldn't play as the characters that I wanted to play. I wanted to play as one character, Captain America, my favorite, who's dead in this game. The reason why I bought this game was to play as Captain America. If I want to play as Iron Man, there's an Iron Man VR game, and I'll buy that, and I'll buy a VR system to become Iron Man. If I want to play as Thor, I'll just, I don't know, get some better way to do it. I'm not a huge fan of Kamala Khan anyway, but that's the thing that really upset me. That you get to see the trailers and everything, and the cover is the Avengers together, and most of the time when you're playing them as a disorganized group, and you're playing as one character. And that just makes it not fun. Whenever you go on a solo mission to get some tech like Iron Man, I always find it just being the weakest mission of them all. I just get bored, I didn't buy this as a solo Iron Man game, I bought it as the Avengers game. To play as all my favorite characters. Now, when Gotham Knights was introduced, I was really excited, but I was worried that it would be the same thing as this, where you started out as maybe Nightwing, returning to Gotham for 10 hours, and then you got to switch to Batgirl. And the character that I want to play, Red Hood, I'd never be able to play, but it looks like you're going to be able to choose who you want from the get-go. Choice is a huge factor in a game. Being able to choose, do I go down this path or do I dick around for a little bit? I'm loving Miles Morales because I don't need to do the campaign 100% of the time. I can roam around the city, and that's something that this game doesn't have. If you finish the story mode, that's about it. The extra game, I guess, is just random missions with people you don't know, and maybe you won't get the character you want. It's just stupid. And plus, I don't like co-op that much. Not as much as I usually prefer just playing a game on my own. It takes me out of the experience. Having to rely on someone else's game tactics really makes me less confident in my own. As it is, this game just sucked and destroyed me for the fact that I wanted to play as Captain America for the first time in a video game besides the Lego one, and I wasn't able to. That choice makes a real big difference. Now, the game was really tough to just enjoy because of that. Because of that choice that the game developer made, it really felt like it ruined the game for me. I felt less interested in it. I felt like if I was playing the game, I was playing a story. I was watching a 12-hour-long story. And it wasn't worth it. Because at the end of the day, I just wanted to finally play as Captain America in what looked like a free-roaming setting. We were going to be visiting select places, yes, but you got to free roam when you were there. The terrain missions, which I gotta say, some of these missions are dead fun. I really like the Kamala Khan one where you're trying to escape the city. That one I like a little too much. The problem is, that's really the only one that's like it, because they try to do other ones where you're walking through Utah as Kamala Khan, and it's not as exciting. Where the whole city's covered in people and just full of life, and that feels like Spider-Man. It's fun, but that one's not. Miles Morales has really changed my mind on these superhero games. When I was playing this, I thought this could have been really fantastic. In Miles Morales, I didn't know who the villain was, which made it more interesting when they released that it was the Tinkerer. And I've loved playing that game so far. I've hated playing Avengers. I've stopped, which usually, even if I hate the game, Arkham Knight, I still play it. I still finish it. I still do little random Easter eggs and little finds. But I couldn't do it with Avengers. That long of a story, and probably the fact that I can't play as my favorite character, just really made this game annoying to me. It made it less exciting to play. Where when you play as Batman in Arkham Knight, even, you get to experience the world of Gotham. You get to free roam, even if it's a small section like Arkham Asylum, you still get to walk around enjoying every little aspect of the world. That's why I'm hoping Gotham Knights doesn't do what Avengers does. Along with this just being a DLC expansion, it's really annoying because the level tree just doesn't make sense. I don't know what it means. When I get a crystal, does that help? Does it not help? What does the suits do? Are they just supposed to be cosmetic? Please explain. If you like this game, great. I couldn't get into it. That factor of choice really makes a difference when you're playing a game. When you want to get out of this world. And that's something I was looking for in Avengers, and it sadly did not deliver. I wish it did, because I had all the best hope for this game. After all, I loved the Spider-Man one, and I just got off a hype train of playing all the Batman Arkham Knight games. Well, all the Batman Arkham series games. So yeah, I really just didn't like Avengers. It left a sour taste in my mouth, And that's why this game's failing. That's why so many people are gone and not playing it anymore. They didn't understand choice, and that's a thing that games need. That choosing helps you become more invested in the story and in the world.